Hey guys, how you doing today? I just wanted to take time to make a video really fast. Forgive me if I speak a little weird. I had tooth work done today, so my mouth is still a little swollen. You see my smile is a little crooked. Okay, so anyways, as you pretty much all of my viewers know, and most of my friends know, I am very, very vocal when it comes to vaccines and not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily call myself an anti-vaxxer, because I do believe that vaccinations, if given properly and separately, can benefit us. But I am very anti-vaccine program, which is how they want to give us vaccines, which is actually making us sick, as far as the research I've read. And a lot of you know that I have an autistic son who was severely changed when he was around 20 months old when he had his MMR. So I'm very, a lot of you know I recently got a puppy. And, oh, just a little bit of a backstory too. My older dog, after the last time he was vaccinated, suddenly began having seizures, and we couldn't understand what was going on with him, and I really didn't want to give him the vaccines at that time. I've done a lot of research since then and know now that I did not have to give him a whole panel of vaccines, which is what they did. I only needed to give him his rabies shot by law. So he was fully vaccinated again just a little over 3 years ago, and has suffered from seizures ever since then. So vaccines was a big concern for me when I got this puppy. I wanted to make sure that she was only getting vaccines that she needed, and I wanted to make sure that she would be able to get the vaccines one vaccine at a time. To lessen the chance of any type of injury, you need to separate the shots, okay? And don't overload the immune system in one day with 9 different vaccines. It's just not wise. So I've been doing a lot of research on vaccinations, and out of all the, I believe there's 9 or 10 of them total, out of all the vaccines that are available for dogs, I have opted to only give my dogs parvo, distemper, and rabies. Rabies I have to give them by law. Everything else is up to me. And the reason I decided to give them parvo and distemper is because I've actually watched a dog die from both. And it's not pretty. The treatments for it, even though there are treatments, are extremely expensive. And it's a very horrible disease for a dog to get. So if I can minimize her chances of getting that disease, then I want to do that. But I don't want to cause another issue by minimizing the issue to get that. So what I did is I called several vets and tried to arrange to bring her in for her vaccines. And one of my biggest concerns was that they would give her single dose. So what I want to do, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Delilah, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. She's playing hard to get. I want to show you how freaking big and huge and beautiful she is. Come here, Delilah. Come here. Come here. Come see Mama. Yeah, we're going to start training her this week. Come here. Come here. Look at this baby. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hello. Okay, so I just wanted you to see how huge she's gotten since her little puppy videos. Anyways, so one thing that I ran into was when I went to the feed store and I was going to vaccinate her myself, because every vet wanted to give her a whole 5-in-1 combo shot. And this is where the problem comes in, is when we start combining all these shots. And I asked them if they would be willing to do a single dose shot, and they said they don't do that. So and this was the other thing that bothered me. I have to take her in for her first parvo / distemper shot. And then I have to vaccinate her every 2 to 3 weeks until she's 16 weeks, I believe it is. And so I'm like, wait a minute, why do I have to keep giving her shots if she's immunized? I never did that with my dogs before, or my cats. My dogs and my cats have always been immunized when they got spayed or neutered, and that was the end of it. They never got immunized again. So this whole we're going to keep immunizing our pets thing is relatively new to me. So I was a little taken back about giving her 3 combo shots within the first, 4 months of her life. I thought that was a little excessive. So I thought, well, I'll go to the feed store and see what they have available there. So when I went to the feed store, it was the same situation. They had 5-in-1s and they had 9-in-1s. And I was just like, that I'm not going to give her a bunch of shots she doesn't need. First off, she doesn't need Bordetella. My animals don't go in for kennels, and they don't go in for boarding or anything like that. I just want to relatively protect my dog, because the bottom line is, with a healthy diet, these dogs are going to build up their immune system, and they also took in antibodies from their mom. So they're also protected that way. So I didn't want to overload her, and I was just like, well, I'm not going to give her a bunch of shots she doesn't need. So basically what I was forced to do was go online and buy single dose vaccines. So that's what I did. I went online to Revival Health Animal Health, whatever, and I ordered single dose parvo and single dose distemper. Now, when she's old enough, she has to wait till she's 6 months old. When she's old enough, I will take her in and have her rabies shot done at that time. I'm making this video basically to inform you that there are choices out there. You don't have to injure your dog to protect them. So basically what I got is a single dose of parvo, some syringes, and distemper vaccine, which is now in my refrigerator because I had to keep them cold. So basically my total for everything, including my shipping, which was $16, my total for all of my vaccinations and the way that I want to give them was only $36. Now, to take her into my vet, this is the other thing that really ticked me off, is to take her into my vet was going to cost me $75 to have her vaccinated just for parvo distemper. So $75, $36. The pet gets vaccinated one thing at a time. The occurrence of injury at the way that we are doing this is almost non-existent because we're not overloading her with all kinds of viruses. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give her parvovirus, and in 2 to 3 weeks we'll make another video where we give her distemper. The reason I want to make the videos is to inform you of your choices, but also to prove, if anybody ever says anything, my animals are actually vaccinated, and I did take care of them, and I took care of them more responsibly than I think others take care of them, okay, because they're not even researching this stuff. So without further ado, we will go downstairs and my husband will administer her vaccines. All right, hang on, we'll be right back.
Zach, you're in the shot.
Delilah, you have to hold still. I know.
Delilah, come here, baby. You need to hold still, baby.
Good girl.
That girl. Yeah. See, there we go. Give her that. Come here, come here. It's okay. You just don't want to be held down, huh? You hardly felt anything. Yeah. There you go. That girl.
Okay. I love you. All right.
Okay.
Now we watch
Whoa, 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 whoa.
and we wait and we make sure that everything is fine with our baby. This is the easiest way to protect your animal without injuring them with a vaccine. So, hope this video blesses you guys, and we'll see
Dispose
you
of your
next
needle
time.
properly.
Okay, and dispose of your needle properly. Okay. All right. Press stop.